Good morning, everyone. It is Emily with Clan Brilliance. Do you listen to your thoughts? Do you obey them? When things get hard, do you stop when your mind tells you to? I've got a trick and tip for you. When your mind tells you to stop doing anything hard, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever it is, when your mind says, stop, we're gonna die, I want you to actually drop into your body and scan your body. So when running, I hit about between 2 to 5 minutes, and at a certain point my brain will say, stop, we're gonna die. And I don't stop. I get out of my head and I scan my body. And then I find where it hurts, or where it feels weak, or where there's a muscle working. And then I analyze with breath, does this seem like it's uncomfortable, or does it seem painful? And if it's just uncomfortable, well, it's work, whether it's spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, whatever it is, it's work. So it's going to be challenging. That's the point, because it's not called work for no reason at all. It's called work for a reason. And it's our job at that point to be able to say, okay, this is actual pain. Like, it's cramping, it hurts, or I can't breathe. And then you slow down, right? Then you take a 5 minute, if it's mental, emotional, spiritual, you take a break and you recoup. You do something different. So mental, emotional, spiritual, you might go for a walk outside and just breathe in and take a deep breath and let your body work and your mind stop. If it's physical, then you're going to actually stop running or lifting weights or whatever it is you're doing and slow down until it stops hurting so much. And then you can say, okay, I'm not going to hurt myself. So if I continue, am I going to hurt myself if I continue? Or am I okay to continue if I take a 3-minute rest, right? And then do what you need to do, listening to your body. A lot of times we don't trust our body to do what it knows it needs to do. You know, whether it's releasing weight or healing from an injury or whatever it may be, we don't trust our body. But have you ever stopped to consider, does your body trust you? Does your body trust your will and your mind? And do some work on that. If the answer is no, you know, are you belittling it when you see it in the mirror? Are you belittling it and talking bad about your body? Or when you step on the scale, what's the story behind it, right? I have a client that I'm working with who, she steps on the scale and she has a whole story around the number that she sees, whether or not she's proud of her body, whether or not she trusts her body, whether or not she, you know, feels a certain way about her body according to the number on the scale. But the thing is the number on the scale, it's just a reflection of how you've been treating it. Have you had enough rest? Do you drink enough water? Are you eating enough food, but not too much food? Are you eating the kind of food that your body knows how to work with? Or are you filling it with a bunch of processed stuff? And then, so tracking your weight. Are you taking pictures? Because the scale is only one way of measuring. And if you have a bad relationship and you have a whole story around what that number on the scale says about you and about your body, then change it. Either take pictures, take measurements with a measuring tape, or change it from the metric that you're used to the metric that you're not used to. So if you're used to pounds, change it to kilograms or stones or whatever. And if you're used to the other, change it to pounds, where you can't have a story around the number on the scale. And that's what I had her do. She's doing a lot better and took pictures and sent them to me recently after Christmas, and then after she changed the metric on her scale. And it's amazing what the stories we tell ourselves dictate the outcomes we get. And so, yeah, that's my message today. There was a couple of things, so I'll summarize. First, sorry, I've got something in my ear. Yeah, it's taking a second, sorry. And okay, now it's over. All right, so the first was, are you believing your story that you're saying in your head? Or can you actually, if physical, can you tap out of your head and tap into your body and recognize if it's just uncomfortable or if there's actual pain, right? It's pushing through the discomfort that we grow, and that's with anything. And then the second one is, do you trust your body, but more importantly, does your body trust you? And then the story that you have around numbers, change the metric. And I hope you have a beautiful day. It's beautiful here in Las Vegas. And I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.